pursuant to House Resolution 5, I call up House Resolution 12 and ask for its immediate consideration.
The clerk will report the title of the resolution.
House Resolution 12, resolution establishing a select subcommittee on the weaponization of the federal government as a select investigative subcommittee of the Committee on the Judiciary.
Pursuant to House Resolution 5, the resolution is considered read. The resolution shall be debatable for 1 hour, equally divided and controlled by the Majority Leader and the Minority Leader or their respective designees. The gentleman from Oklahoma, Mr. Cole, and the gentleman from Massachusetts, Mr. McGovern, each will control 30 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Oklahoma, Mr. Cole.
Mr. Speaker, I ask unanimous consent that all members may have 5 legislative days in which to revise and extend their remarks and insert extraneous material on House Resolution 12.
Without objection, so ordered.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise today in support of House Resolution 12, a resolution establishing the Select Subcommittee on the Weaponization of the Federal Government. This Select Subcommittee is modeled on the famous Church Committee, which investigated the American intelligence community in the 1970s and uncovered and exposed a wide variety of abuses, including many directed against American citizens. Similar to the situation that confronted America in the 1970s, in recent years, we've witnessed abuses of the civil liberties of American citizens committed by the executive branch. The Select Subcommittee will operate as a select investigative subcommittee of the Judiciary Committee and will be tasked with studying and reporting on the executive branch's authority to collect information on or otherwise investigate citizens of the United States. It will investigate how the executive branch agencies work with and exchange information with the private sector and other government agencies to facilitate action against American citizens, how the executive branch agencies collect, compile, analyze, use, or disseminate information about citizens of the United States, the laws, programs, and activities of the executive branch as they relate to the collection of information on citizens of the United States, and any other issues related to the violation of civil liberties of American citizens. Mr. Speaker, it is undeniable that in recent years, the executive branch of the federal government has abused its authority and violated the civil liberties of American citizens, often for political purposes. There are many examples to point to, ranging from a father being labeled a, quote, domestic terrorist, unquote, for confronting a school board over the sexual assault of his daughter, to the federal government's role in suppressing information on Twitter, to the Department of Homeland Security's plans to create a disinformation governance board, and to the revelations regarding the FBI's abuse of its Foreign Intelligence and Surveillance Act authority. All these examples and many more demonstrate how prevalent such abusive actions have become. Mr. Speaker, the American people deserve to have confidence in their government. They deserve to know that the broad powers granted to the federal government, to the FBI, to the Department of Homeland Security, and to the intelligence agencies are not being abused. They deserve to know that the executive branch is not positioning itself as the final arbiter of what constitutes truth. And they deserve to know that they will not be labeled a domestic terrorist for advocating for their children in front of a school board. Mr. Speaker, it was Supreme Court Justice Louis Brandeis who stated that, quote, sunlight is said to be the best of disinfectants, unquote. At the end of the day, that is the purpose of the Select Subcommittee. It will bring abuses by the federal government into the light for the American people and ensure that Congress, as their elected representatives, can take appropriate action to remedy them. I have confidence that this Select Subcommittee will accomplish that goal. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I reserve